There's something we don't see a whole lot. Look at the colors. We see it once in a while, but not a whole lot. It's Wednesday night, about 9:15. I probably missed the best of it. Actually, the best of it's probably where I can't see because I'll get you up higher. Oh, then it floods out. I'll get you back down here. And the camera is picking it up pretty damn close to real. It's a little bit better here, but and even a little tint there in the middle of the screen on that cloud and the one above it. Pretty cool. So, thought I'd show you that. That'd make a good beginning to tomorrow's video. I decided since they're all right here, I'd come out here and do a little walk. Haven't done this for a while. A couple of them with greasy butts. And a few of them with greasy butts. They're all about that size that their mothers are probably in heat. Tends to create greasy butts on the babies. And this one was complaining before I came in. Wasn't sure about me standing there at the gate looking. And she got a little greasy butt too. The one laying down there, that's one of the younger ones in this group, I think. Not the brightest bulb in the pack. Decent looking calf, but no, that's not the one I was thinking. Looks a lot like him. That is actually Snicker's calf. I guess he ain't that old either, so. Oh, there's another one with eye pigment like that one that I guess it's a little younger. Might even be in the other bunch. I don't know. He ain't real bright. He got lost. Everybody left him in the barn. He didn't know where to go and ran around like an idiot. He did that, I don't know, for a week. But I try to keep an eye on things. Watch for scours, which say, a lot of them. Yeah, that'll say that one's got kind of a greasy butt. Mommy's probably in heat. Be about right. He's June 7th was her birth date. And yeah, it is what it is. It happens. I think it's just saying heat scours. Then we got one here who was obviously in the wrong spot. Got a bath. The wrong kind. One of the bigger ones. Looks like a February calf, I think. Hey, kid. Yeah. No, March. I don't know. Can't read my mother's scribbling. I think it's March. March 6th. She's a decent sized calf. Her mama's a big girl too. We got 022 right there. His mama always has nice bull calves. February, I don't know, maybe it says March. 3, yeah. Late March. 232A. She gonna come back and sneak up on me again. Yes, the June 7th baby. Uh-huh. What do you think? Not so sure? Okay. So, this is what we got this morning. Babies. Not so little babies anymore. 241. Her mama's been a pretty good cow, and we had a 241 before that. Just because that's how dates work out, they happen again. About 10 years later. And she was always a good cow too. Yeah, there's Poopy back. Got up and moved. 423B. It's one of the cows that the girls don't like. But she does put a decent calf on the ground. So, you know, what can you say about that? She puts good calves on the ground. And I guess I haven't talked much about cows. 521C. She's done pretty good. She's had a couple good sized bull calves that made a couple steer customers happy. And we still got a few hiding in here. There's a big lug right there. Not sure which one that one is. Got a lot of white on him. Probably one of number ones. I don't know. Actually, I think it is. And we got one over here whose tag's flipped up funny. There's kind of a story behind that. Number one says, well, he moved when I went to put the tag in. Yeah, apparently he moved and the tag's up too high, so it doesn't lay right. But that happens. There's one in here. I saw her right before I walked in. She's got a big rip in her ear because she jerked when she was getting tagged. Over here, 711E. I don't think she'll let me get any closer, but yep, you see through half of that ear. She cried like a baby. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't even make a sound. Sometimes they don't even realize it happened. Oh, anyway. And yeah, it's still overcast. I don't know if it's supposed to be all day or not. Today was supposed to be a nice day, but that was, that was 3 or 4 days ago. It was going to be a nice day. Can't keep up on what the weatherman has to change their minds on. It's like yesterday, they changed their mind a couple days ago and said, oh, it's going to be a nice day. Then yesterday, oh, well, we probably have showers. Yeah, those showers made it within 10 miles of us. There you go. Just lay on Mom. She's not that big of a cow, but he is a pretty good sized calf. And looks like April 3rd. I don't know, she's, yeah, 6'12". She's probably 1,000-pound cow, if that. That calf's probably every bit of 400 pounds now. That's pretty good. '71 AE, that's one of the girls'. And speaking of the girls, one of them's texting me, so I better answer her. So there's a partial tour of the babies. Get you some more later. It is hooked up all the way to the tractor. Lines are run. Hydraulic lines aren't hooked up yet. She just reminded me of that. Hey, looky there. A lot of you guys with round balers have a similar looking monitor. Mine's got a whole lot more BS to it though. And moisture tester right below it. That's at the back end on the left side is where the sensor is. What I've found is these things are way off, but you kind of understand what your parameters are. We check it with a probe. This thing, if it says 24%, we're usually down around 12. It's basically double whatever you actually are. And that is a little cheap Peak brand backup camera for you put in your car. Wireless, that's great. Problem is, I still got to have power to the camera on the back. Which, me being the cheap bastard I am, I did not run an extra wire back there because there was nowhere to run one. What I should do is see if I can run one in the light plug, because You know, G center wire on a 7-prong truck plug is actually supposed to be for a hot wire for accessories. I got it set up so I have the work lights on to turn the camera on back there. It works, but then I'm running out with my lights on all the time, and once in a while, when you do that all day long, yeah, another alarm goes off telling me that the voltage might be low. So, and still got to get the radiator blown out. Everything's opened up to do it. Just haven't got there yet. I figured we were working on this, I'd do it. And with that, I'm going to shut that off because I don't need to see it no more. That doesn't affect this because it's got to be hooked to a hot wire. So I actually have to push the button to shut it off. If you don't, you lose half. Well, you don't lose it. You shouldn't lose it, but, you know. And I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Ag Wild complaining about a plug-in on a John Deere for his monitor, and the plug-in was right there. So every time the seat moved, it hit it, and his monitor kept shutting off. You know, the nice thing about not having the factory plug-in, that is a factory plug-in. It's a factory John Deere plug-in. We had another tractor for the round baler. But it's right there. Incidentally, right there's the fuse panel. That's a whole lot better spot. And I like my monitor right here because it really doesn't kill my visibility anywhere. You know, the little tiny bit I lose from there is nothing. I got more problem with a muffler there than I do with that here. And that thing ends up there just because if that little suction cup screws up, I'm going to make a deal and it'll probably get knotted maybe right here, because we can just run a bolt through there and be done with it. We don't open that window anyway. Until a couple years ago, I wasn't smart enough. This was on the other way from the factory. So with the monitor in here, I couldn't open it. Then one day I needed to for something. I don't remember what we were doing. So I had to take it off and flip it around. And I can tell I messed up in here trying to get in, because that kind of needs to be about there. Side mirrors are where they belong so I can see what's going on. But I spend most of my time sitting sideways, looking right there. Anyway, sun's starting to come out. I hope it does something that way, because well, you know, 10:30 in the morning and it's 59 degrees and 86% or 88% humidity. That shit ain't drying out there. But we may bale some anyway. I need to get the little patch done so the cows got pasture, and I need something to throw in the feed barn to feed them when they don't have pasture. So if I got some wet bales, I got some wet bales. You know, if it's 24%, I may not care. I'd rather have it 12 to 16%, but anyway, maybe get you some more. We'll see.